I preach authenticity. I preach being genuine, and I've been living a lie. And when the truth comes out, these things that I'm hiding are going to hurt other people.
I feel like your mom's the person you're supposed to trust, like, only. Like, if you can't trust anyone else, you can trust her. But now it's like, wow, I can't trust anyone in the world.
Kim thought she had left the chaos behind. But apparently, history has a way of sneaking up on you. Last we saw, her whirlwind with Usman had the kind of drama that makes you grab popcorn before you even start the episode. There were promises, tears, arguments, and that unforgettable tension that kept viewers glued to the screen. She was willing to bend over backward for love, even entertaining impossible situations for a chance at a family. But as thrilling as that chapter was, it ended with lessons learned and scars that weren't going anywhere soon. You know what I mean? That kind of heartbreak sticks. Now, Kim is back, stepping into the dating world with the kind of caution you'd expect from someone who's been burned before. She's scanning every conversation, every move, every word for the tiniest red flag. And honestly, it's fascinating to watch. In theory, she's evolved, but old patterns die hard. A room full of excitement and awkward encounters later, she's trying to separate genuine connection from chaos. And let's be real, anyone who's been through what she's been through would be doing the exact same thing. Meanwhile, there's more than just romantic adventures shaping her life these days. She's put in serious work on herself. Physically, emotionally, mentally, she's shed pounds, gained energy, and started paying attention to the things she neglected while caught up in relationships that weren't sustainable. Her weight loss journey isn't just about looking different. It's about reclaiming control over the parts of her life that once felt like they ran her. And yes, the change is visible, but it's the confidence shift that's even more noticeable. But it's not all fun and freedom. Her son Jamal is in the mix, and the tension there is subtle but real. He's grown, independent, and perceptive, and he doesn't miss a beat when something feels off with his mom. That mother-son bond, once unshakable, now carries the weight of secrets, half-truths, and unspoken moments that hang in the air. Watching her navigate dating while managing that strained dynamic is like watching someone juggle knives. Graceful until it's not. And just when you think you've got a handle on her current life, there's the lingering question, what exactly is she hiding? And how will it hit the people she loves most? You won't believe what comes next. Jamal always thought he was an only child, the center of his mom's world, the one she would protect no matter what. Then came the revelation that shattered that belief. Larry, a son she had given up for adoption years ago. Imagine living your whole life thinking you know your family, and suddenly learning there's a sibling you never knew existed. The shock hit Jamal like a freight train, leaving him angry, confused, and hurt all at once. He couldn't understand why his mom would keep something so monumental from him, and every memory he had of their bond now felt tainted by secrecy. For Kim, the weight of that secret has been unbearable. Guilt gnaws at her constantly. She talks about authenticity, about wanting to be genuine. But the past choices haunt her. There's shame for decisions made under pressure, fear that people will judge her, and a desperate hope for some kind of redemption. She didn't hide Larry out of malice. She made a choice she thought was best at the time, but the consequences are devastating. Each interaction with Jamal now carries a silent tension, a reminder of how fragile trust can be. From Jamal's side, every gesture, every word is filtered through disbelief. How could someone he trusted completely with his life keep a truth like this from him? It's not just anger. It's a piercing sense of betrayal. Even small things feel like echoes of the bigger lie. Moments where he wonders if he can ever fully rely on her again. You can see the heartbreak in his eyes, the way he hesitates, the way he questions her intentions. But here's the thing. The story doesn't stop with Larry. There's another secret lurking. One that even Jamal isn't aware of yet. It's something that could reshape the family dynamic even further and test their bond in ways nobody sees coming. Kim is trying to rebuild, to repair what's broken, but every step forward is tangled in hesitation, doubt, and fear of more heartbreak. Every conversation has a layer of caution, Every smile carries guilt, and every pause holds the weight of unspoken truths. And just when you think she's done revealing, the next secret waits, one that will push this family's emotional limits even further. As if one hidden child wasn't enough to shake the foundation of her family, Kim drops the second bombshell, a daughter, also given up for adoption. Jamal's world tilts again, his mind spinning with disbelief. How could there be two siblings he never knew existed? Every memory of his childhood now feels like it's missing pieces, like he's been living in a version of reality curated by secrets. Larry, who is just trying to navigate the awkward reunion with his mother, now has to process the idea that he has a sister he's never met. The family dynamic grows even more tangled, and trust becomes a fragile, stretched thread. Kim's struggle here is painfully human. She didn't act out of cruelty, she acted out of fear, uncertainty, and what she thought was responsibility at the time. Giving a child up for adoption isn't a decision anyone takes lightly, and the weight of keeping these truths hidden has been crushing. She wrestles with guilt, wishing she could rewind time and make things different, all while trying to repair relationships that have been fractured by decades of silence. But good intentions don't erase the hurt, and the emotional fallout is undeniable. From Jamal's perspective, the revelation of a second sibling deepens the sense of betrayal. The man who raised him and the mother he relied on now feel like puzzle pieces he's struggling to fit together. Questions swirl. Why was this kept from him? How can he trust her moving forward? Even Larry has to navigate this complicated emotional terrain, balancing his own curiosity, confusion, and need for connection with the sister he never knew existed. Fans on social media have reacted in waves, from outrage to empathy. Some call her choices unforgivable, while others argue that human mistakes don't erase love. The debate is heated, and it highlights just how relatable this mess is. Secrets, betrayal, and second chances resonate with viewers because they echo real-life struggles, only amplified by the cameras. And while the family drama dominates the headlines, Kim's dating life isn't staying quiet either. Old patterns meet new opportunities, and her choices in romance mirror the lessons she's still learning with her children. Can she really balance love, trust, and transparency, or will history repeat itself? Her personal life and family secrets are colliding in ways that could make even the most patient person rethink everything they thought they knew about her. Even with the weight of family secrets pressing down, Kim's love life refuses to take a back seat. She's back on the dating scene, cautiously scanning for red flags while navigating her own desires and insecurities. One suitor checks some boxes but fails in others. He's charming, attentive, but his living situation and history of questionable decisions immediately set off alarm bells. Watching Kim weigh her options is fascinating because she's clearly learned from past chaos, yet the old habits sneak in when she wants connection or validation. Then there's B, the friend with benefits arrangement that seems harmless on paper, but is loaded with complications. The dynamic is casual, yet emotionally charged. Kim hopes for more, a hint of monogamy or deeper connection, but B remains distant, indifferent, and unapologetically focused on the physical. The tension between her expectations and his reality creates a subtle psychological tug-of-war, one that keeps viewers engaged and guessing. Her choices aren't just about romance, they reflect patterns of seeking intimacy while juggling guilt, secrecy, and a desire for control. What's compelling is the contrast. On one hand, she's grown, she notices red flags, she calls out behavior she won't tolerate, she talks about lessons learned. On the other, she allows herself blind spots when someone excites her, revealing that change is a process, not a switch you flip overnight. It's relatable, messy, and real. You can't help but root for her, even while shaking your head at the mistakes she keeps repeating. The mini-drama in each interaction makes every date feel like it's teetering on the edge of chaos. Will she call it off? Or will the hope of connection cloud her judgment? And just when you think she's steady, her emotional responses hint that the past still shadows her present, leaving us to wonder, is she really ready to break the cycle? While her romantic misadventures are entertaining, they're also mirrors of deeper personal patterns. How she navigates intimacy, trust, and expectation echoes her struggles with honesty, and transparency in her family life. Every flirtation, every boundary tested, every small compromise is part of a larger story of someone trying to reconcile desire, guilt, and the lessons life has forced her to learn. Kim and Jamal are sitting across from each other, the kind of silence that's heavy with everything left unsaid. Every conversation they have now is layered, each word carrying the weight of past secrets. You can feel the tension in the air, the awkward pauses, the hesitations. It's a delicate dance. She's trying to make amends. He's trying to process betrayal. Every small gesture, every attempt at humor, every cautious smile is a test of whether trust can be rebuilt. Kim's remorse is visible. She talks about honesty, about wanting to be genuine, about living without lies. But remorse alone doesn't erase years of secrets. She's learning to be selectively transparent, slowly revealing truths while gauging Jamal's reactions. Each revelation is a gamble, and you can almost feel the pulse of anticipation as she chooses what to say next. The tension isn't just dramatic, it's psychological. Rebuilding trust after such deep wounds requires patience, empathy, and an awareness that some damage can't be undone overnight. From Jamal's side, every interaction is a mixture of hope and skepticism. He wants to reconnect with his mom, he wants the bond they once had, but there's a protective wall built from years of hidden truths. His emotions oscillate between love and frustration, a natural response to someone who shaped his life yet withheld parts of it. He asks questions, some pointed, some hesitant, trying to navigate the complex emotions swirling between them. And Kim answers as best she can, carefully, aware that even the wrong word could reopen old wounds. There are moments of awkwardness that are almost painful to watch. Simple activities, assembling furniture, sharing a meal, are layered with unspoken tension. Every glance carries history. Every casual comment is weighed. And yet, in between the discomfort, there are small victories. A shared laugh, a remembered story, a mutual acknowledgement of effort. These moments remind us that human relationships are messy, layered, and slow to heal, even when there is genuine love involved. And while they work on their bond, questions linger. How will Larry respond when he learns about his sister? Will the daughter ever meet her siblings? These unresolved threads hang in the background, keeping viewers on edge, invested, and guessing. Each new revelation could shift the delicate progress Kim and Jamal have made. Through it all, we see the psychology of repair at play. Remorse without defense, patience with empathy, careful timing, and acknowledgement of the hurt caused. These are the tools Kim is using to rebuild a fractured connection. It's raw, emotional, and relatable. Watching them navigate this process reminds us that family isn't perfect. Mistakes leave scars, but honest effort can carve a path toward reconciliation. The final emotional payoff is on the horizon, and you can feel it building. Like every small step toward trust is setting the stage for something deeply moving that could change everything for Kim and her family. The moment Kim's secrets came to light, social media exploded. Fans had opinions, strong ones. Some slammed her choices, calling the adoptions unforgivable and questioning how she could withhold such massive truths from Jamal and Larry. Others were empathetic, recognizing the impossible position she was in years ago and applauding her efforts to repair the family bonds now. The mix of outrage, support, and raw curiosity shows just how invested people are in her story. Comments range from shock to introspection. "I could never forgive that," one fan wrote. "I understand why she did it," said another. It's fascinating to see how people project their own values and experiences onto her life. And it makes you wonder, if this were your family, could you forgive someone who hid something so big? How much do love and history weigh against betrayal? These are questions viewers wrestle with in real time, alongside Jamal and Larry, making the drama feel personal, even from a distance. Fans also debate her dating life. The red flags, the friend with benefits arrangements, and the moments where she bends her own rules spark endless conversation online. People love to weigh in, offering advice, judgments, or simply venting frustration. It's a reminder of how reality TV doesn't just entertain, it encourages audiences to reflect on their own standards for trust, intimacy, and forgiveness. There's an interesting layer here about social norms and audience behavior. Some criticize her harshly, holding her to absolute standards, while others approach with empathy, understanding human complexity. The discussion mirrors the very themes Kim faces, choices, consequences, and how personal actions ripple outward. Fans become part of the narrative, shaping public perception and keeping the conversation alive long after the cameras stop rolling. And while viewers debate, the story isn't done. Unresolved threads linger, like the daughter Kim has yet to introduce, and Larry's evolving role in the family. Her romantic misadventures continue in parallel, bringing new tension and unpredictability. You know the next episode is going to turn some expectations upside down. With so many loose ends and emotions running high, the next chapter promises even more chaos, heartbreak, and surprises that could redefine everything we think we know about Kim and her world. Kim's journey has been a roller coaster of emotion, mistakes, and attempts at redemption. From the shocking revelation of Larry, her first child given up for adoption, to the even more surprising news about her daughter, Jamal has been forced to grapple with a world he never knew existed. The heartbreak, confusion, and sense of betrayal he feels are real, and watching him navigate that storm makes every moment of this story hit even harder. Kim's struggle is equally raw: guilt, fear of judgment, and the desire to make things right clash with the lingering consequences of years of secrecy. Her love life adds another layer of complexity. The dating misadventures, the red flags, and the friend with benefit situation all show that even as she tries to grow, old patterns can creep back. The way she balances romance, family, and personal growth reflects the messy, imperfect reality of human behavior. Every choice, every withheld truth, every misstep has ripple effects, reminding us how interconnected actions and relationships truly are. But the story doesn't end here. Questions remain. How will Jamal and Larry adjust to each other and their sister? Can trust be fully rebuilt after years of hidden truths? And in Kim's romantic life, will she finally apply the lessons she's learned? Or will the old patterns continue? The next video will follow the unfolding drama between Kim, her children, and her complicated dating life, revealing twists you won't see coming and emotional payoffs that will leave you speechless. Don't miss what happens when past secrets and present choices collide, because nothing in this story is simple, and everything is far from over.